What's up, YouTube?
Look what card I have. This Mimikyu from VMAX Climax, one of the chases from that set. Fire. Got it for a steal. It's worth $60. Got it for 40. I'm living life, living my best life. Ew, that was cringe. That was so cringe. Let me know on how you guys feel about the setup. I changed the setup. I seen a comment on my other video saying my setup is basically ass, and you're right. It kind of motivated me. The shelf behind me looks kind of fire. The leaves, blah, blah, whatever. It looks pretty good, so let me know on if you guys like it or not. I'd be interested on what you guys have to say about the setup. I think it looks phenomenal. Anyways, let's get on to the video. So today we're going to talk about these 5 Sun and Moon alternate arts. 5 cards in Sun and Moon era that are must-haves in your collection. I look at Sun and Moon era, I missed the boat on it, unfortunately, but I still think there's cards that you have to have in your collection that I think that are going to be more in 5 years, but not only because of the value of the cards and how I think they're going to go up, because I really want these cards in my collections, because if I don't buy them now, they're going to be a lot more expensive, and they're just really nice artworks in my opinion, and these cards I do really want in my collection. So let's get into it. We're just going to go out strong with a bang. Is this full art Latios and Latios, okay? This alternate art, I hate how people say they're alternate arts. They're not considered alternate arts, but I guess they are. I don't know. This card is beautiful. I call it like the love card, obviously, because it's having a heart on it. I had the chance to buy this card around $500 raw, and it looked like a 10, but I was scared of buying it for that price because I thought it would go down. Why would this card go down? Team Up is a very, very expensive booster box to have. It's a very expensive set. If I'm not wrong, the set was short printed, so it's hard to obtain. This is the top card in the set, right? And I think this is a phenomenal card to have in your collection. Looking back 5 years out, people are gonna want to have this card, and it's a very, very low pop. So I'm very interested in having this card, and I just absolutely love this card. I think all of you love this card. Everyone knows this card as the holy grail of Sun and Moon. This is a card that I must have in my collection, and I'm curious on what you have to say about this video. So let me know your top card in Sun and Moon on what you have to have in your collection, because I'd be interested in if I missed any cards or anything like that. Okay, so my next card up here is underrated, but I think it's a must-have in my collection. But again, it's not about the value in this video. I think this is a card that you want to have in your collection because there's not much Espeons that don't really have this kind of colorway. And I think looking 10 years out, you're going to want this card in my collection at least. So I'm going to have to pick up this card. The value of this card dropped dramatically in the last like year or two. So I love this card. It's a must-have in my collection. This card I think is a very, very good card too. Unfortunately, Sword and Shield, they didn't really make any Blastoise alternate arts. I'm sure in this new era of Scarlet and Violet, there's going to be a Blastoise card. There's not much Blastoise cards in modern cards right now. I love Blastoise, I love Piplup, and Rainbows are also going away. So this is a must-have in my collection as well because it's a clean card. It's not like the most amazing card out there, but it's a rainbow card, it has Blastoise, there's not much Blastoise cards out there, so this is a must-have, and I just really love this card. Even though it's really basic, I still love it. The next card I think is a great buy right now is this full art Raichu and Alolan Raichu, or however you pronounce it, but I think it's a great card, honestly. I love the artwork. It's pretty different. I think Raichu looks pretty stressed out. I think that's like sweat right there on its face. I don't know. It kind of reminds me of the Dialga alternate art in a way. I love it. Sun and Moon alternate arts are very rare to obtain. So if you can buy them now, I think they're going to do well in the future. Again, not about the value, but I love this card for what it is, and I don't see this card being much cheaper in the next 5 years, so I'm just going to buy it now when I get the chance to in a PSA 10 and hold it, because I think this is a beautiful card in my opinion. I don't really want to buy these cards right now because these prices are skyrocketing. If you follow the value of these cards, especially this Magikarp, this value of this card skyrocketed in the last year. I'm kind of a bit scared to buy it right now because there's so much hype behind it, because I don't want to buy a card that has FOMO, and so I don't want to just pick it up right now just because I do think, even though it's low pop and it's in a set that it's very, very hard to obtain, I still think that this card can drop a little bit more from what it's climbed up, because if you look at the climb, it's kind of unrealistic in my opinion. Yes, it's a very, very nice card, and I do want to have it in my collection, but I just don't want to spend the premium that it has right now. Could I be wrong? 110% I could be wrong, but I think this is a very, very good card to have in your collection. I think it's one of the best in Team Up, in my honest opinion. So if I get the chance to at a lower price than it is on right now, I am gonna pick up this card. If you guys agree with me on these cards, I think all these cards are must-have in your collections, but let me know if you think some cards are not that nice, some cards are really nice. I'm interested on what you guys have to say about the cards. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Deuces.